to you a lot of music today on the show, but before that, some serious discussion, because one of the biggest debates right now in the Philippines is the RH bill. And I would like to thank these priests who flew all the way from Valenzuela or from the Philippines, and they are actually having a concert. But before that, we'll ask them their opinion on what's going on with this debate. Father Danny, hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA. Father Mar, hello and welcome to you. Fathers Dennis. Senon Dennis, hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA. First of all, you're part of a group called the Levites. And what is the Levites?
Well, actually, it's one of the 12 tribes of Israel. They call that Levi, and people who serve the temple are called Levites.
And why did you choose that to be the name for your band?
They asked me to choose for a name. I asked them to give me choices, but they told me go right ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there are only two names in the Old Testament that has got to do with the priests, the Levites and Melchizedek. So I said, okay, go for
in our capacity as priests, we serve not only the temple but the people of God. So.
Right, exactly. And in your capacity as priests, I know the priests have been, asked so many times about this, the RH bill.
Yes.
And I must thank you guys, because I've had other priests here before who refuse to talk about this because it's very controversial, diba? But let me ask you, RH bill heavily debated upon in the Philippines. It's being written about also front page of the LA Times one Sunday as well. Bakit ba ayaw ng simbahan ng RH bill?
Okay. Well, I think the stand of the church is pro-life. We want to have a culture of life, and from what the bill includes, some of the things that are included there are not really pro-life.
Like what?
Like the use of artificial means to
contraception.
Yes,
okay,
right.
So ang pills at ang mga condoms bawal. So sinasabi naman nila ngayon, even in the Philippines, it's already available. It's just the ones with the resources to buy it are the ones that are able to buy it. So parang sinasabi nila, ang simbahan daw ba against mahihirap?
No, the issue here is not simply political or economics. It's more of a moral issue. It's a respect for life, no? Whether it's for the rich or for the poor, life is a blessing from God, no? So the church has to protect life, whether it be a whatever issue that they associate with this RH bill. But first and foremost, we have to respect life.
Yeah. But people are also saying, we should also respect the separation of the church and the state. Kung sa state, nahihirapan ng government to provide for, the booming population of the Philippines, the church should allow the state to govern the country, diba?
What is the issue here is not really the overpopulation or anything. The church is a staunch defender of life, at nakikita din ng simbahan that the real problem is corruption in the government. That is why the people cannot afford to buy things.
Right. But also
and the Constitution, the respect for life is basic. In fact, it's the first basic right for us to live, not to die.
Pero paano po kung halimbawa yung may mag-asawang mahirap, hindi maka-afford na paaralin at pakainin yung isang katutak nilang mga anak at hindi makapag-family planning dahil is that still a good life when kids are being subjected to work at an early age, kids are going hungry, malnourished?
I heard this once that we are not poor because we are plenty, but we are plenty because we are poor. We are poor, no? Meaning to say, if the government provides livelihood, means for people to sustain life, to make a living, so there will be no problem actually with population.
O sige, we'll end it at that. At least you heard it from the church kung anong side ng church sa mga arguments. And I know that obviously 5 minutes is not enough to discuss this. We're gonna have a full show special on the RH bill. We're working on that, so keep an eye out for that in the coming days here on the show. Meanwhile, these priests came here not just to talk about the RH bill, but more importantly to actually tour, because they actually sing as part of a band, and we're going to be discussing that when we return on the show. Don't go away.